If you're looking for a channel, keep it real and spitting facts. No need to look further. Gangsta emoji where it's at.
We keep it gangsta.
Everything I say, keep it real.
We keep it gangsta.
Everything I say, you can feel. If you looking for a channel, keep it real and spitting facts. No need to look further. Gangsta emoji where it's at.
We keep it gangsta.
Everything I say, we keep it real.
We keep it gangsta.
Everything I say, you can feel.
Today's salad, I'm sorry, I didn't even say good morning or hello. How y'all doing? So good morning, y'all. How y'all doing? Today I am going to be doing my day 3 salad, and I'm going to be using chicken, and I'm gonna season my chicken with some black pepper and some garlic powder and some zesty Italian. So all I'm going to do is go ahead and pour this bottle of zesty Italian over the chicken, and I am going to let it marinate for 30 minutes. I'm going to season my chicken with, like I say, the black pepper and the garlic, and I will stick it in the refrigerator for probably about an hour, then take it out and cook it for 40 minutes with foil on it, and then 20 minutes without. So give me a moment and I'll show you what it looks like before I cover it up. But as you can see, I've pulled the skin back so that way there is no skin on the portions that I'm eating. And basically that's all I did for all of it. So give me a moment. Okay, so shake your zesty Italian dressing up real good, and then just open it. And I am gonna add some garlic to the top. I forgot to pull out the garlic. I just like to put minced garlic on top of it. So you're just gonna pour it all over. Another thing you should do with your chicken is you definitely should put holes in the chicken with a fork. It allows for the marinade to get into the chicken and make it even juicier. So now I'm just gonna add my black pepper. Again, you know, my mom's side of the family is from Louisiana, so I do like pepper all over my food. And now I'm gonna add in the garlic powder. I can't remember the chef out of Louisiana, but he always say, if you ain't sneezing, it ain't seasoned. And like I say, I like a lot of garlic, so now I'm just gonna switch and roll it over to the other side. Remember, you eat both sides, so of course you want to season both sides. Okay. Do it again with the pepper. garlic. And I'm going to put it in the refrigerator for an hour, and then I will come back and start cooking it and showing you guys what it looks like. So give me a moment. Alright guys, one thing I did forget to mention with my chicken, normally I coat it with oil before I actually add in my seasonings and everything. The reason being, it helps to make it moist still, and the marinade or whatever seasoning that I put on there, it just seems to stick a lot better. So because I use the Zesty Italian, it has a lot of oil in it, and I didn't want to add more to it. So now I'm actually going to take my tomatoes, and I am going to cut them in half, put them on this pan right here, and I'm going to season them with some black pepper and some salt and stick them in the oven so that way they can roast for 20 to 25 minutes. Okay, so with my tomatoes, I'm just going to place it onto the cutting board, and I'm going to cut it in half. And it'll cut just like that. And then once I cut it, all I'm going to do is simply place it into the pan like so, like that. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and finish cutting these and get them ready for the oven. And while you're cutting, you should have your oven on 375. You want to make sure you want to check on your tomatoes because it's very easy for them to get too dried out and burn. You know, it just really depends on your stove. Each stove is different, meaning the heating time for them to actually take could be completely different from mine. So you just really need to watch it. So I'm just using I had a bag of tomatoes, so I'm just cutting the whole bag, going ahead and drying out my tomatoes. Now something else that I like to make is sun-dried tomato pasta. I don't know if any of you guys have ever had it, but I love to make sun-dried tomato pasta. And if you're trying to eat healthy, a good way to still incorporate pasta into your diet is to simply use wheat noodles instead of regular noodles. Now, I try to avoid pasta altogether because, yeah, pasta goes to assist the hips. Okay. So I'm getting ready to place these onto my sheet because I have quite a few. Make sure you cut them all the way through. Okay, let me place these onto my sheet. I accidentally knocked it over. Lay them flat, and you want to lay them with the opening up. Make sure you guys can see. Okay. Seed side up. You can use a cookie sheet to lay them down, or whatever you would like. For the life of me, I don't know where my cookie sheet is, but it will be okay. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish cutting up my tomatoes, and I'll show you guys what everything looks like once I'm done. Okay, so this is my tomatoes cut up. Now all I'm going to do is drizzle some olive oil across them. You don't need a whole lot. You just want to drizzle. Okay. Make sure it's coated on all of it. And then I'm just gonna take my pepper and put my pepper on there. Now I don't use a lot of salt on anything. Just never have. You know, I'll add salt later on. I just can't tolerate too salty food. But I do like a lot of pepper, like I told you. So, this is what my tomatoes look like before they're going into the oven. If you have thyme, you can add thyme to it. Some people like to add garlic powder, but you can add whatever you want as far as your seasonings. I'm just using the olive oil and, like I said, some black pepper. I'm going to stick these in the oven for 20 minutes, but I'm going to check them periodically, and then I will show you what they look like when they're all done. Okay, so this is what my tomatoes look like coming out of the oven. I added a little bit of Italian seasoning off camera and some garlic powder. So now I'm going to actually put my chicken in the oven and cook it, and then I will show you guys what my salad looks like when I put it all together. I'm just removing the foil off of my chicken. Now I'm going to let it cook for 20 minutes without the foil on it, and then I'll show you guys what the salad looks like when it's all done. Okay guys, so this is my completed salad. This is a zesty chicken salad. Italian zesty chicken salad with with oven roasted tomatoes, black olives, a spring mix, red onions, and black olives. So again, this is my salad.
Another day, another story. Keep it gangsta with Gangsta Mosey.
Keep it gangsta.
Another day, another story. Keep it gangsta with Gangsta